Chris here, of course. It's been a very long time since I have actually done a whole face-on video about, well, my game and the HTCG community as it currently is in state. And this video is going to be a little bit different to the previous videos, what I've done over the last month or something like that. I've had quite a lot of pack openings and stuff like that, and mainly because I've been away and out of the country. Now, this video in particular is obviously going to be different, as you can tell by the different camera perspective, and the main things I want to focus on in this video is, well, more so what the video is going to be like the HTCG community, which for 2019, and what TCGs we have actually seen, which have surfaced since the start of the year, as well as the current HTCGs, which have been around for over a year and are still going strong, as well as going through this little list of TCGs, what I've managed to write down on a little pad of paper here. I also want to go through a couple of HTCG announcements, as well as some announcements for my game, Wrath of Course, as well as a couple of small rule changes and stuff. Rule changes not being anything massive, it's something very simple. So first off, we're going to start off with the HTCG announcements, the main announcements, and there's only two of them, so it's nothing too much. The first one is Cards of Creation has got a competition going. I did promise him, because his channel is relatively new, he wants to do a bit of a giveaway and stuff. So be sure to head on to Cards of Creation's channel. I'll put a link up here somewhere. Link it to his channel. If you want a free playmat, or if you want to trial out his game, by all means, just go and visit it, and if you win, you win. You get a freebie. Okay, and the second main announcement is Cards at Home. Martin has pledged to come back again into the HTCG community. Now, he disappeared for about a year. Don't ask me why, I can't remember. My short-term memory is crap. But he has announced only about a week ago, just under a week ago, that he's going to be making a resurface back into the HTCG community. If you're new to the community, then basically Cards at Home is probably one of the oldest HTCGs we've seen. He was here before I was, and I've been in here since the end of 2016. So he's kind of on the same level as, age-wise, Chaos Galaxy, and a couple of odds and sods who were before Chaos Galaxy as well, who are no longer with us. So Cards at Home has got, obviously, his game Resolution Breakers. He's planning to come back. He does have a new channel, so now it's no longer Cards at Home, the YouTube channel. It's I think it's the official Cards at Home. Again, I'll put a link somewhere up here where you guys can be sure to go and resubscribe to him, because he's got a new second channel, which all of his content is going to be uploaded to. So that's the two main bigger announcements out of the way. Next up, we're going to be going through the current HTCG, like the OGs, basically, the people who have been here over a year, who are still active in the community. By that I mean, I'm not just going to generate a list of people who have been here and then they've not put a video up for months. I'm just going to put the people who have stood out over at least the past month. If I do miss any of you guys out, then do apologise. But here is the current list. If you want to catch up on the popular TCGs, the bigger TCGs, who have really stepped up the game within over a year's time. So we have got Illuminant Souls and Illuminant Souls Legends. You should all know who he is by now. We've got, obviously, the big cheese, Chaos Galaxy, Skyscape TCG, Domham Rhapsody, Eternal Light by Brad Jaws, he's been on it for quite a while. We've got Ventfi, and of course we have got Eldritch Kingdom. Eldritch Kingdom I've not seen much of lately, but I'm sure they've posted something on YouTube or Discord within the past 12 months, so I have obviously included that card game. So they are the most common and the biggest HTCGs on YouTube. From what I can see, don't take my word. If I've missed one person out, don't take it for, don't think I'm being biased or anything. I might have missed one or two out. I'm only one person. Now we've got the smaller TCGs. So these TCGs are the people who have really shown a lot of interest, a lot of will over the last couple of months. Well, since at least the start of 2019. If I've missed any of you guys out, I do apologise, but this is my personal list of people who I think have really stepped up the game since the start of 2019. Again, I will link all these down in the description below. Be sure to go out and give them a quick cheeky subscribe and check on their videos and see if you like any of them. Okay, so we have got Art of Primera, Astron Cross, Terror Zone, Clouds of Aggression, Call to Battle, Oversoul, Monstercraft, and Cogs of War. Monstercraft being by a creator called Jadink Games. He's been in the community for a while, but I believe his game has only just come out within the last couple of weeks or months. So be sure to go and check out all them. Again, I'll try and put a big list of all these somewhere down in the description below. You can easily click through. Even if it's just one or two guys, just, let's try and help get this community growing again. Because I know the start of 2019 has been a bit bland, it's been a bit quiet compared to the previous years. So if we can try and get these subscriber counts up and the comments up and stuff like that, that'll be a big thumbs up for everybody. Next up, we've got some changes. We've got some changes to Wrath of Course. Nothing major, just the odds and sods. So, starter decks are now going to be, well, from the release of set 3, starter decks are going to be cheaper. Because at the moment, they come with a booster pack included in the box. And that is obviously what's up in the price of the booster pack, starter packs. So I'm going to be removing removing the booster pack from inside, and obviously that will then be an optional thing you can buy for if you decided to buy a pack of Wrath of Course. That should reduce the current price down to about $14 or $15 US. So, that should hopefully try and make it a bit more cheaper. Well, it will make it a bit more cheaper for people to buy the game, especially with set 3 coming out around the corner. I don't really want people to think, oh, I'm not paying even more money when booster packs should technically be optional. So, my bad. Next change is the Mulligan change. At the moment, my game hasn't really got much in terms of a mulligan, and you don't really redraw many because it's been something that's been thought about in the past over the last couple of years, and it's something I've not really been looking into because I've been trying to focus on artwork and card designs and stuff like that. But at the current moment, mulligans it's not really a thing in my game. You would basically draw 7 cards and discard down 1 card, and then that's your hand for the start of the game. Now, given that my games do have a 50 card deck limit, it has to be exactly 50 cards. You've got to place your cards quite tactically in the game, and obviously if you've not got any turn cards in your opening hand, it's kind of screwed you over at the start of the game. So now it's changed a little bit. So at the start of the game, after you've decided who goes first, each player will draw 10 cards, which is a fifth of their deck size. They will get to have a look through, don't show them to your opponent, and then you can just basically put any 4 of them onto the bottom of your deck. You don't shuffle them back in. So giving you that option of looking at your top 10 cards of your deck, obviously you can pick and choose. You've got a much more wider variety of cards to choose from, such as terrain cards and stuff like that, because especially with the introduction of set 3 coming, one of the decks is going to be tricolour, so it's going to be, it does make playing the bigger decks a little smidgen bit easier to be playable, because the game can be a bit slow at times. So hopefully this will also increase the speed at what a lot of my games are played at. So that's the new mulligan rule. No, not mulligan, but drawing rule. Draw 10 and put 4 to the bottom of your deck. That way you're not losing cards by discarding them either. So that is the new card rule. Also, as another reminder, in my second to last video, I have put a video up. I have put a request up for everybody in the HTCG community to comment in that video which homemade trading card game you guys would like me to open next. So the last few videos of mine is basically been opening videos of my game, but I want to gauge interest into what you guys want to see me open in my upcoming videos. So I do not want people commenting their game. That is one of the rules, and I've noticed a lot of people mustn't have been watching the full video for the video in question, because I specifically asked people to suggest a TCG what you do not own into the comments down below. So that will then save me the hassle of having to go through comments which are exactly the same all the time. I want to know what other TCG you want me to open in the comments. At the moment, I think the top ringleaders are probably going to be Chaos Galaxy and Cards of Creation. There are a couple of other smaller ones where there's only 1 or 2 votes for other TCGs, so be sure to go 2 videos back. I'll put a card somewhere at the top. Be sure to scoot back and comment on the video, because that will hopefully try and get me a few different videos on my channel, and obviously it's going to make somebody else happy by me purchasing their game. So cool, get on that. Finally, final announcement for Raffle Cause is the set free announcement. Now, I'm only going to release half of it because I've only done half of it. And I've spoke to a lot of people on Discord about what's coming in the HTCG community. There are a lot of TCGs coming out within the next year which is focused on dragons, and that just happens to be one of my starter deck themes. So like in the previous past we've had like elements versus humans, then we've had like monsters versus humans, so then in set 3 we're going to be having dragons versus something. So I'm only announcing the first half. If you look at some of my previous videos, what I've put up recently, you might get a couple of clues what's coming, what the dragons are going to be facing, but it's not going to be humans. There are going to be humans in the set, but the story basically is at the end of set 2, the elements prevail against the humans, and then it kind of run the humans into a sense of extinction in a way, and then the elements have also awoken the dragon species, which obviously are now fighting against something else, which is not elements. So you guys can work out what that one is by looking at my previous videos. There's a lot of clues and stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool. The starter deck, so obviously the starter deck is going to be based around dragons. It's going to be the hardest deck available to buy, or pre-constructed to buy, because it contains 3 colours. It's going to be, I think it's going to be red, blue and green. So obviously red because it's typical fire attribute, blue for the sky, and then green for the ground. It's going to be one of the hardest decks to control, which is obviously why this new draw 10 rule is coming into play. And finally, the God Summon. There is going to be a Dragon God Summon, and I'll try and sneak it in somewhere in this video. It's going to be a 3-piece. It's probably the best piece I've done so far, so I'm hoping to try and get it printed off on a play mat, because that's pretty cool. He's going to be one of the Dragon Gods. If you can get all 3 pieces out, you get to play any dragons from your hand for free, and then all of your dragons can attack on the same turn, and they also gain a massive attack boost. So that's going to be something really, really cool to watch out for in set 3. Right guys, so I managed to squeeze all that in within 15 minutes. That's basically everything I had wrote down. What else can I say? Check out them TCGs, the big arse list of new TCGs which are really standing out. You know, it's really cool to see new creators, new content coming to the YouTube side. Like I said, the start of 2019 was getting a bit quiet. You know, if you do a YouTube search for homemade TCG and then sort it by upload date, there's not really much of it. So if we can try and get a few more subscribers on all these smaller TCGs what have come out into the community within the past 6 or 7 months, that would be really, really cool. You know, it's not hard to go and subscribe to somebody, leave a cheeky comment. You're going to be making somebody's day by commenting on, you know, you won't believe the impact it has on somebody's hobby just by subscribing to them, leaving a comment or anything like that. You're going to make somebody's day. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. It's about 15 minutes long already. Thanks a lot if you managed to make it all the way to the end. Thank you very much for watching. Here is going to be a cheeky clip of the new God Summon, and that's going to be it by the end of the video. Alright, thanks a lot guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope if you've got any comments, if you've got any suggestions or anything like that, be sure to pop it down in the comments down below. Alright guys, catch you soon.